Alright, everyone, welcome, and to the very first pro video game review we're going to do today. Oh, excuse me, it is going to be against Team Dignitas versus CLG. And this is for the third place match for the Summer NALCS, I believe. And today I have the most fantabulous special guest. I have Chibi with me.
Hi.
And he's pretty much been my analyst for a lot of teams we've been on together, for when I've coached. And yeah, so we're just going to dive right into it. Let's begin.
Alright, chums, let's do this.
Okay, so we're going to do this without a lot of sound, because the commentary, I think, is going to be something a little bit different. Actually, I think that Ao Shen ban is actually really good on the side of Dignitas.
I'm a little worried about the Zach ban on CLG. Zach's been a bit... He's one of those hit and miss champs right now. Like, I haven't seen a lot. I have not seen very many bans in pro play recently.
Right.
And so, for them to ban that, that and Callista. I don't know if Altec's done that great on Callista in the past.
He's okay with Altec. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of a wasted ban, to be honest.
And what's up with the Velco's ban? That's really out of left field.
Yeah, well, I mean, unless he's been actually playing it in solo queue, I can see it. Rakan, I can see.
Yeah, they're denying the Rakan Zaya. Rakan's been very, very successful this split.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great champ. I like what he can do. He's a very good playmaker. Maokai being banned, that's definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the ult has been able to lock many people down, and he is just almost unkillable.
Yeah.
It looks like Dignitas is going for a late game with the Tristana.
Yeah, I would say they're really gonna go for the major objectives. Team fights I can see, but I'm very curious how they're gonna build around that Tristana. Because especially if Dignitas has prioritized this is gonna be interesting. I don't know about the blind pick Jarvan.
Jarvan and Cog.
I can
so
see
we
that.
got two late game carries going on in this game. Jarvan is really good at making plays early, and he can actually hold into late game, but his damage really falls off. He becomes one of those, like...
heavy tank.
Yeah, he's there for CC. He turns into almost like a Leona late game. He's there to make sure they get locked down, they can't do anything.
See,
early
I don't
game,
know
he's
about
very
that
impressive.
Elise, though.
Elise been doing great. She's a great opener. She's a solid jungler. She works in almost any comp.
Ooh, don't pick Thresh. Come. See, this is what bugs me about Adrian. His champ pool is like the first three fingers on my hand.
Isn't it Thresh and Soraka?
Yeah. It's like Thresh, Soraka. That's it. I'm like, diversify, Adrian, for the love of God, please.
Okay, now is that going to be a mid Lucian?
Yes.
Like, we've seen that quite a bit. The Cogmol being ADC, so it's definitely going to be a mid Lucian.
Yes. Mid Lucian is really good if you're picking something blind and you're just not 100% sure.
And he's got jukes and everything. He punishes early.
Right. The cast ban I can see, that's actually pretty smart on the side of CLG. I
don't like the Gnar ban.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like Gnar's okay. He's not super oppressive.
Yeah.
Darshan's okay on Gnar, but I don't see worth banning it. The Renekton ban,
I can
definitely.
see that, yeah.
Renekton's been popping off early.
Well, and not only that, but Darshan is a very oppressive, carry-oriented top laner. So anything that has the potential to just pretty much pub stomp someone, I can see that. So
I'm surprised there's only been one mid lane ban so far in the second phase.
Yeah. Oh, that and Someday has been disgusting on Renekton. Braum.
The Braum ban. They don't want... Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like Dignitas is going to go for something that can block by Braum. Maybe they're going... And I don't know. That's very weird. That's way out in left field.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this so far. Oh dear.
Hovering Warwick, of course.
Oh,
Morgana.
I love that. Love,
Morgana
love,
Thresh
love, love.
hard counter. That is the hard counter for Blitzcrank Thresh.
Yep.
Like, I've actually had people trade me because they wanted to play Thresh and they didn't want to show first.
I love this.
And she scales in the late game. It's gonna lock down a few people. Tristan won't be able to jump if she gets hit by the Q. This is gonna be really good. I love the Shen pick.
Yeah,
Shen's been extremely abusive this split.
It's not just this split. I think it's like the past 2 seasons. Shen has just been like that go-to top laner.
Yeah.
And considering that Jarvan has that auto attack shred, I like this a lot.
This is why they banned Braum. They're wanting to play
Talia.
Braum's been known to block her wall, so they want to be able to put the wall down.
Right, but my thing is, if you're gonna pick Talia, and especially it's a last pick, I mean, I honestly would have gambled, and I would have said, you know, I would have let the Braum go through. Considering there's the Thresh, I mean,
yeah.
CLG's gonna more want to counter
honestly,
that Thresh.
when you have a Cogmaul, you're not gonna pick Braum because you want to protect the Cogmaul with shields.
Right. I love CLG's comp.
Yeah.
Love.
Really good?
I love their comp. Team Dignitas,
they've got extreme pick comp.
It's very pick, and I feel like it's very solo queue. Like, I feel like it's, hey, you know, we need this, hey, we need this, hey, we need this.
CLG, I wish they had more shields for the Cogmaul, because you can never go with too little amount of shields, but
right.
They do have some good lockdown. Dignitas does have a lot of pick potential. CLG has a lot of mobility, plus, well, they've got some mobility, and they've got some outs with the Morgana shield, which is really good to counter the heavy CC from Dignitas.
Yeah, but I feel like Dignitas is just, they've got it better. What the fuck?
Well, the Mordekaiser?
Yeah, I just saw that. Sorry, I was super...
Mordekaiser on one of the boards? What? That's very interesting.
Yeah, I had to like go, wait, what? Oh dear, that's funny.
We will see him, hopefully, before the world is over.
I would hope so.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really in love with CLG's comp a lot more. I feel like it's a very, I feel like it's very structured. I don't like Dignitas's comp because I feel like it's kind of all over the place. I'm really looking forward to see how this plays out.
Alright, looks like very standard start. We've got a lot of Doran shields.
Which are still relatively strong.
A Doran shield and a Cogwell signifies they are really going for the late game. He doesn't want to trade, he wants to just farm. That's what you want to start. It is interesting seeing the ancient coin on Thresh. I would expect it a runic to add a little extra tankiness, but it's usually a toss-up. I would say a coin flip between his 2 items.
Yeah. Also, I mean, considering that bot lane is going to be very abusive, I kind of would have thought the runic bulwark would be much, much more effective in this lane. But I'm curious to see what Dignitas's plan is then. Unless it was kind of one of those, like, muscle memory auto-lock, this is what we're gonna do type things.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, I mean, Adrian, I don't feel like there's a lot of diversity in how Adrian likes to build, especially with his champions. But, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays out.
They don't see this. Or maybe they did. I think they might have seen
So you see the blue invade for CLG. Dignitas has no clue of it going on. This is really good for CLG to secure that blue.
Yeah, they're gonna force them to stay here.
Yeah, and with a
with
an Elise, blue is really going to hurt Elise.
Yeah, but I think in the trade-off,
if Shrimp should recognize this and try to go straight to blue right now, but he's not going to. If he would have gone straight to red side blue, that would have been the correct rotation. But he did not have the information from his team to do that, so he's going to be a bit behind now.
Yeah, I also think it put Darshan a little bit behind. Well, no. Someday only got 2 CS out of that trade. That's really odd coming from Someday. Standard trading mid lane. It's not bad. He's a little far forward in this.
I love the farm cam.
I know. That early game farm cam. Thanks, Rito.
Shrimp's looking to make a play, but he's being body blocked by the Raptors. This is really good for Huhi. Look at this.
Wait, repel?
Shrimp, yeah, the repel, and he's saved by... He's shaved by Keen.
Yeah. That was actually really good awareness by Keen. More farming down bot lane.
The real MVP is the Raptors. The baby Raptors. They stopped the cocoon.
Lol. I don't like Afromo's positioning. I mean, well, unless he's posturing to kind of provide an out towards the bot lane, I could see it, but I don't know. I really don't like it.
The ward there for the blue, I'm not sure it's really necessary. You know he's taking it.
Unless he wanted to provide global vision. Oh, God, that point blank hook. God.
Maybe to see which direction he's going, but it's like, okay, he's coming back in. He's going to make use of that ward.
Yeah.
The Morgana.
The clutch shield.
Afro move from downtown. Look at that. That
was gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous.
That's why we pick Morgana, boys.
Oh, yeah.
You see the wet noodle fight top. Darshan and Sunday, they're just kind of just doing it.
See, now that I know his shield is down, especially for Shen, I would abuse that. I would just combo him all fucking day.
So we got a bit of aggression bottom lane because we know the jungler is not going to be able to make any difference. They knew the jungler was at half health.
Did they
so they're able
though?
to just keep pushing in because it would be really risky if Omar God were to come in on this.
Well, no, what I was saying.
He needs to finish farming since red side farm is gone on near blue buff, so he needs to actually go pressure top.
I was actually gonna say was if they saw Shrimp, and that's why Dignitas felt the need to be aggressive. I feel like Omar God is gonna be very mid-centric this game, because Huhi has got a lot of lane bullying. What level is Keen? Keen is level 5. So, there's a threat potential roughly in the next 30-45 seconds. Oh my God, doesn't see this. And Someday isn't level 6, so he can't assist. He can't really effectively assist Shrimp quite yet if he gets into too much trouble.
I do love that vision though.
Yeah.
This is a bit risky. You've got the 2v2 going on. I want to say Dignitas wins this.
Oh,
no.
Yep.
CLG came out with it. That was a really bad repel.
Yeah, I think he repelled the wrong direction. They can win this. This trade is easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Darshan wins this. Oh, Cataclysm.
That Cataclysm.
Attack. Oh, Flash.
That should be it.
Flag and Drag. Does he have it on cooldown?
He saw Key coming up from the bottom.
Yeah. Oh no, Someday's still in trouble.
This is not good.
This is maybe a tad bit of over-aggression on Dignitas.
I do not like this trade because now there's a lot of assists on Dignitas' side.
Yeah.
Or what could have just been a clean out.
Yeah. That might have been a failure in communication on CLG's part. Because I think the one pick would have been enough, and I don't think it was communicated to back off.
Yeah, that was a good pickup by Dignitas to recognize what's going down.
Yeah.
Actually, a good pick on... Yeah.
But, I mean, it's a 2-for-1,
But
though.
yeah, that repel was a really bad stage repel.
Yeah, Shrimp really did not calculate that properly.
This is really clean by Keen.
Yeah. This is really good.
Using the Q early, he probably should have held on to it until he saw him.
Yeah. Oh my god, I think was a little too greedy
But
for this one.
That was kind of bad for Keen to bait his ally in.
Yeah, because again, I think the 2-for-1 was
They should have disengaged when Keen showed up.
Yeah. There's something satisfying about the cool guys don't look at explosions with that one.
But it's still a very close game. That was a very close thresh hook. He almost fell for that. I think he still had his dash, but I don't know why he didn't use it. He just really felt like he was in position to get out of it.
I think so too.
But I would have still dashed. That was way too close for comfort.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so hard to lock people down when they've got the movement like that.
Yeah. This
tower still has quite a bit to go. Still no first blood tower.
Adrian cannot land a hook to save his life, can he?
I think he's channeling that Kiwi kid mentality going on right now.
Lol.
Play Thresh and not get anything.
Yeah. Poor Kiwi kid. I really think
his heart was always in the right place. Everybody gives him a lot of hell. He honestly was always there to make plays, but he'd usually the sacrificial lamb to make Dignitas have a lead. Usually when he would die, it would be it'd either be a substantial outcome or it would be a close fight. But it seems like they're going to contest over this red buff, or blue buff. I don't think this is a good idea.
We'll see how everybody's posturing, because oh, that was actually clean. That was so clean. Oh, goodness.
We got a 3v4 and a 4v4 fight going on.
Yeah.
Blue buff's reset.
TP advantage, though, is on Dignitas' side.
Yeah. That's a lot of CS they're missing mid by walking over here.
It's on both sides, though.
Here comes the Lucian ult.
Oh, I don't know about this. TP will be up for
This is absolutely not worth it. I do not understand this fight at all.
I think they were looking for that one...
Especially since it goes to the Shen.
Yeah. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah. Someday picks up the blue buff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was definitely not worth it.
That actually would work in the side of CLG.
Yeah.
Because what is Shen gonna do with a blue buff?
It does give him energy regen, which nothing else in the game does.
True.
Does some cooldowns and energy regen.
Mm-hmm.
But that was... I don't understand you'd fight over the blue buff and then give up the dragon. This dragon is very good for CLG. They don't have a lot of mobile champs in their team. They've got... Well, I guess you do have. You have 3 mobile champs, 2 immobile champs. This will allow them rotate even harder. Okay, there's a game pause.
So. Omar's like, guys, the blue buff went to to Shen. I don't know what happened. I smelled it.
Yeah, that was a really good pickup though for CLG to after the blue buff fight, they just walk down a dragon, pick it up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and with specific comps, all things considered, I really, really like the Windrake pickup. If it was like, if they had Tristana...
Look at that mouse pad, how freaking huge that is.
Well, look at how big mine is. Oh, well, look at how big both of ours are.
He's sitting and repositioning his mouse, making sure everything's good to go.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, hand positioning is very key with a lot of pro play, because the more effective your hand positioning is... Oh, I like that. He actually measures the mic.
Good, good.
Yeah,
we'll make sure he's got full communication ability.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it was slippery. And I think considering, oh my god, with this being a major event for him, and he's a rookie too, like, that's really good.
I didn't know he was a rookie.
He's a rookie. He is the Biofrost of the jungle, pretty much.
Gotcha. That hair.
Your hair is like that.
I know. That's why I'm saying it. Like, his hair is like super curly, and it's like I've been there. I know that. All right, we're back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Talia's just showing you how to CS with Talia under tower.
Yeah. I think if a Mountain Drake procs, you'll see a lot more proactivity from Dignitas. Because they're gonna want to posture around it.
But let's see what Dignitas is able to do with the extra 25 move speed out of combat.
No, that's CLG. CLG picked it up.
That's what I said, CLG.
Oh, you said Dignitas.
I did not.
Oh, I heard you say Dig. My bad.
That's alright. We've got...
Darshan is no.
We've got a little bit even... We've got more CLG vision than we do Dignitas.
Which is good. Because if you have more map control, I feel like you can make more plays effectively.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh,
oh, that was really good. Oh, you're gonna get it? I don't think so. Yes.
That was a clutch
Adrian
lantern.
there to save your butt. It looks like a miscommunication on the double pink ward drop.
Either that or they're just really excited.
That was really good, Adrian.
Yeah, round of applause. I don't know about this.
Meanwhile, we've got Stixay by himself, farming bot. Stixay and Altec.
Stixay, I feel like is playing Kog'Maw more effectively. His lane positioning is a lot better than Stixay's.
Alright, so now the vision has completely shifted for Dignitas. They have invested lots of vision around Rift Herald. Are they going to move up there next?
I would think so. I would think the more priority you put on a specific area of the map is the area you want to posture to. That was the 4th point blank thrush hook. God bless America. Come on.
Alright, so now we can see that CLG is on the back paw.
They're going to want to. They've made enough aggression to get the leads that they need to, so to speak. They don't know where a lot of people are. Maybe. I think they only know where Adrian and Altec are. They might have timer on somebody's ult. Because all you need is a box rocket jump, and life is not fun bot lane.
Now all the vision expired around the Rift Herald. We are looking for... Oh, it looks like
they're trying to posture...
in. Shrimp's coming in. Or Shrimp, not Shrimp. Darshan is looking for a pick.
Did he just rocket him? He just rocketed him back to the tower. Wait, what?
Yeah, that was an ult. That was Altec's ult.
Uh-oh, this is bad news bears.
Pinching them off. This is really good for Dignitas. That is a clean pickup on the tower.
Yeah, that's first break bot lane.
And that is why that's why when you play Talia, you have to ban Braum.
Yeah.
You stop the wall.
Where's he teleporting to? Okay, that's
going
really
back
good.
to mid, make sure it's secure mid. CLG's trying to pick up a mid tower off of this.
Yeah.
They don't have the minions now. And Huhi is not in a good position. He needs to back. He needs to walk to another lane or back. This is not the place he wants to be.
I think if he cuts through the jungle, he should be okay.
It looks like he can regroup with Darshan and get top tower.
Blasting plan is up.
Yeah.
He's safe. He's good.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's going to recall. Honestly, I want to say they probably should have kept pressuring the tower. But maybe they need to buy.
Well, it's not only that, but
he had a lot of items he had to buy. He had to get the Bork, and he had to get boots and a ward. Right,
but also the way that Shen would have worked, and especially the way that Someday plays Shen, I think would have been okay. Yeah, see, this is what bugs me, is there's no counter warding, because if they had at least a ward in their own jungle, or some way to circumvent that Talia ult, I think they would have been able to defend bot lane more effectively.
That was a really good Jarvan ult. It forced the flash on Shrimp.
Yeah, but I feel like they need to force sums on Keen. I think Shrimp is kind of... I don't know about this.
Darshan is going full ham. He was not punished for this, though.
Which is weird. And Stixay's left to free farm.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there wasn't punishment for that, because there's 3 they could have backed into him, and they knew that his flag was down. They could have regrouped on him a little bit, but I think he was just too far out of the way, and they wanted to make sure a second tower didn't go down.
Top lane's gonna go to Dignitas.
It just feels like they're a little hesitant to pull a trigger on these plays.
Yeah, like a little gun shy almost. Yeah.
You can really tell they're feeling the pressure of this game.
Yeah, I think with the way that Dignitas is posturing I'm sorry, not posturing, but their lane allocation, they're really in a good point to honestly have really good map pressure.
And if this goes down, we'll have a second Cloud Drake to CLG. This is really good. One Cloud Drake's okay, but two of them will give you the ability to move from lane to lane extremely fast.
Yeah.
And this will allow them to keep pressure up in multiple lanes at a time. And Shrimp is dead as hell. That was really good pickup on CLG. They did pick up
Rift Herald. He did pick it up.
Okay. So no.
Yeah, he did.
Shrimp picked up the Rift Herald, but he sacrificed his life for it.
Yeah.
That was really good for CLG to recognize that play.
Yeah, so to get the pick on him was yeah, I would agree then. Yeah, you're right.
Now the question is, where are they going to use it? Mid tower is about to go down. That is the only outer tower, but if the tower's already going down, I would maybe save it for a tier 2 tower to get the extra push in.
I would think so.
So I want to say Dignitas is going to look for a team fight, and hopefully they can win the team fight and use the Rift Herald to push their momentum even harder.
But they would need at least a Tristana, Thresh, and I would say Talia to push bot. Actually, no. Elise would be there too, because if she can land a cocoon and at least stall them enough to use it.
They're positioning to get that mid tower. The mid tower should be taken pretty easily here.
Yeah. All Tech needs to do is get in position, and that. Ooh.
That is very good clear speed by Huhi and Stixay, though. They are keeping that tower up as long as they can. They really want the late game.
Ooh, here's a Death Brush.
We got the Death Bush
this is
on
not
bottom
good.
mid tower or mid. Oh, this is
terrible.
The Talia ult really good at separating team. I'm not sure about the bottom half. The top half looks a little bit better, but Adrian is taking so much damage from the Cogwall. That split just did not help them at all.
I don't think so.
It looks like the right people on the right sides for CLG.
And
now, Darshan, like that 4v5, Darshan is still able to push a tower and nobody dies. That is really good for CLG. That shows how powerful they are right now. The late game scaling has not kicked in for Dignitas, and Talia just does not have the damage there to compete with the early game Lucian.
Yeah.
Lucian's doing damage for 2 people.
I kind of was halfway expecting a Cataclysm, but I don't think Darshan had the angle on it.
And also, look at the items that Talia has. She has, instead of getting the sword pin boots, she actually picked up the Ninja Tabi. You got Ninja Tabi on top and mid. They are really fearing the threat from the Cogwall and Lucian.
Okay, Rift Herald's fun. So you did call it right. They were going to posture it for tier 2.
Yeah.
So this is actually really nice on
this side.
That's
a really good double tower take. They waited till CLG was going top. And get some extra damage on the tier 1 tower. Or tier 3. I guess tier 3. Oh, I'm backwards. I'm left-handed, so let's just call it inhibitor tower and call it that.
Go figure.
So, that was really good by Dignitas to at least do a counter objective taking. But that top tower is exposed on Dignitas. The inhibitor tower. Both teams have inhibitor towers exposed.
So I think if they implied some counter vision and postured to where I would say it'd be like a 2-1-1 or a 2-2-1, I think CLG will actually get the upper hand in this.
But right now, it looks really good for Dignitas.
Yeah. I feel like Stick City is being kind of like that proverbial bait on a hook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like CLG is just in that right position just to leave him there.
Now it's doing the vision fight. Oh, that was really good for Altect. Oh, shrimp is not. I keep forgetting that you can do that to the plants. That's so cool. But sorry, you can. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're so dead.
Cogmaw is awakened.
Oh yeah, this is
Everything that Dignitas has done doesn't matter at this point.
Oh, this is a free Baron.
This is a Baron.
Free Baron. Omar goes in. Everyone else postures, and
That was. They got picked while trying to find vision. If Shrimp would have just died, he wouldn't have led the rest of the team to. He wouldn't have.
Yeah, I feel like this is a failure in positioning most part for
I think Shrimp should have gracefully died, and it would not have had everybody onto the rest of Dignitas.
Mm-hmm. So wait, let's see how this goes again.
So
okay,
Shrimp knows he's caught.
Yeah,
He is doing amazing jobs, Lucian.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, so he blast plants into the team. Darshan picks up the kill.
He does do a good job of killing.
Omar initiates. I was almost going to say
and
ignites.
He is on fire.
Yeah.
Every movement that he's done has gotten him in the right position.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Huhi has really stepped up, considering from last season.
Like, he used to be the joke, like, I wish his third letter was an N. That's what everybody used to say.
Yeah. Yeah, like, just something in Huhi has really brought forth something. Because I personally am really impressed.
Yeah. And, yeah. Right now, with the Baron, this game is going to be hard to secure for Dignitas.
Yeah, 0-4-1 split. This is
yeah,
really
now they've
good.
got bottom and mid pushing hard. You got the 0-4-1.
Oh, that was close for Aframu.
And now they're all going to go down, get the tower. Good rotations, very good rotations. Even Aframu has 0 health. He's still sticking around. He's like, I can get one binding right there. This is really good play.
Mm-hmm.
Mid tower. Oh, the binding
There
hits.
was a clutch binding, but there's no one to follow up with it.
There's no waves to follow up with. Aframu is positioning very well for having no health.
Oh,
there's the binding. Forces a flash.
Oh, the stun hits. It's a lot of good lockup.
That's too ham. That was good. They got the tower, but that's a little bit too ham.
Yeah, this is an overextension.
Like that was a bit. That was really sloppy. Stixay was sticking around to get the tower, but it was a heavy risk.
Yeah.
If Huhi and Omar God would have went down, then that wouldn't have given Dignitas a lot of time to work with.
Mm-hmm.
But they did not, so this is a really good objective for CLG.
Yeah. So in the replay right here, CLG has a nice take of the tier 2. Darshan goes in, and I feel like he locks everyone up effectively, and actually Omar God did the ult right on top of it, so the ult stacking was gorgeous on the side of CLG. Someday gets locked up with an nice
I think Altec is just not doing any damage. Look at this. He's got enough range.
Look at the posturing though between Someday. No, but look at how Someday was comparatively to Keen. Altec did not feel safe between the way they were postured. Yeah. So Altec can't go in and be as aggressive as, to be honest, he really should be. He
should have been auto-attacking. There's at least 3 auto-attacks he could have gotten on to Omar God.
But his auto-attack was on cooldown.
Exactly. There was... I know that Tristana needs to scale a little bit for range to pick up, but I believe that he could have gotten a few auto-attacks in. He's a bit gun-shy.
Yeah, I think that was a little too aggressive on that ult from Omar God. That was actually a nice cataclysm. No flag and drag on the side of Darshan, which was weird. This is an overextension on CLG.
Yeah, CLG...
Oh, Shrimp got caught out. Alright, Adrian's down. Okay.
If CLG was not ahead, this would not have worked.
Yeah, I feel like Dignitas had the ground to pick this up.
And Altec, he's trying his best, but he knows he can't get close enough with, you've got the Sejuani and the Cogmaw there with, it's just, there's the range. Like, if he gets close enough to do an auto attack, he takes massive punishment here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But
Yeah,
I think
CLG needs to leave right now.
Yeah.
That gold differential just makes me so sad to look at.
Yeah. Alright. So our lanes are resetting. They still have the inhibitor bottom that is gone. These team fights have been crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Altec doing his best to make sure that there's no minions left. He's trying to heal up, keep the health up, but I think that he should have been focusing a little bit more on the fight.
Well,
there goes the Jarvan in. Altec is good at picking that up.
I think I see what Altec's problem is. When that fight started, he was so far out of position of his front line that he took that extra half a second to try to reposition to get into the fight. So what happened was, because all the carries on CLG were able to get in, he lost a lot of that momentum. Alright. CLG's actually posturing very nicely around this mid lane.
Oh yeah, they are definitely exerting their dominance right now.
Oh, absolutely.
They've got everybody, like, you got 3 backup control wards there, and they've got 3 on the map. They're making sure that there are no surprises.
Mm-hmm.
I call this a strangulation play, where you just sit there and you wait. You walk in, you clear the waves, and you wait for them to make a mistake, and then you capitalize on it.
So is it safe to say you could call this air games?
Oh yeah, this is 100% air games. Look at that. Altec is chunked to nothing. You've got Darshan going in, making sure that he does not survive that. I don't know why Stixay is picking up a few tower shots, but it works out.
I think he can actually...
And now you've got the artillery coming in from Stixay. He is fully alive. His damage is going to be astronomical.
Mm-hmm. He's got to be careful, though, because if he postures wrong, King can insta-kill him.
I want to say he's baiting that.
Look at that.
He really baited that. He was waiting. Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over. And that was good.
Yeah. And, look, Keen is just like, oh, GG.
And that was very clean. It was a little rough around the edges on some of the engagements, but they were able to bait and punish really quickly. They knew they had the lead, and they exerted it.
Yeah. So what do you think you would want to see go into Game 2 versus CLG and Dignitas?
For Dignitas, look. Alright, Dignitas. Don't pick up Talia. I'm sorry, you're not Bjergsen. I know you think you are, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say is try and get Syndra. That's probably your best bet. If they do the Lucian mid, you will need to have at least a Braum pick on your team.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe pick a Braum early, because it seems like CLG does not want Braum to go in with the way this is going on.
Right. Well,
or actually, I'm sorry, I switched that around. But yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It's like both teams had a good early game team and a good late game team. I would say try to get a mid game comp going. Mm-hmm. Maybe get like a Caitlyn. Maybe get some. Yeah, try to get the Maokai pick. I know it's been banned quite a bit, but the Maokai will really do you really good. And yeah, like maybe throw in Orianna. I mean, it's a later game champ, but
the utility, I think, would back it up.
The utility would help him out a lot.
I honestly, I would love to see a lot more aggression from Altec. I feel like Keen is in the wrong place at the right time. I feel like his aggression is there, but it's misplaced. I also feel like Dignitas puts way too much faith in Someday, and Shrimp tries to be that utility jungler. Now, lane allocation, I feel like Dignitas could really step it up, because I feel like CLG had just the right amount of counter vision and vision to really back up their rotations.
And what's going on with Shrimp? Like, I didn't see a single cocoon land.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't see a single cocoon gang successful.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is, like, Adrian did not have a successful hook.
Yeah.
I think out of, I want to say maybe the 10 hooks I've seen, I think maybe 3 landed.
Yeah, and that is a problem of execution.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the other thing, too, is execution would have played a big part in this game. And I feel like CLG had the upper hand because they knew the threshold of the enemy champions. And I mean, I didn't see a very good rounded comp to protect that.
And it's like, why run a pick comp if you're not going to make picks?
Exactly.
Like, we did not see a lot of picks. Hardly, almost no picks.
Yeah, and on top of that, it was like Dignitas had great vision to make the pick, but there was no pick.
Yeah, it was standard fight in the lane, push tower, but they didn't have the team comp to do that.
Exactly.
They were, it was very bizarre.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a short break and stand by for game 2.